Howdy, folks. Dr. Freedom here, the Times from Dr. News from in and around the universe that may or may not astound you, amaze you, drive you insane, and or make you want to drive off a cliff after reading a whole bunch of stuff that gets passed around on Twitter. Don't drive off the cliff. It ain't worth it. But don't worry about the phone call either. Okay, that's a whole nother subject matter. Lots of weirdness going around the community this weekend. Lots of strange stuff. Like I said, good news is, hang on, look at this. Look what came in today. That came in the mail today. So I'm really happy about that. I've been waiting on that one a long time. I think I pre-ordered that back in August, something like that, end of August. So about time, Pete and the gang landed after their time flight. Oh, talk about episodes of the classic series I choose not to remember. But, okay, let's get into what I got for you. Let's hop on the Freedom Train. It's a beautiful place, the Freedom Train. Oh, wait a minute. This ain't a musical. All right, here we go. First up off the bat, now Megan and a bunch of boys. I guess she found some photos running around here. Look, and these apparently are from tomorrow's finale. And I guess we've already seen this thing drifting around, so it's not a big spoilage. Like I said, nothing really spoilery other than we know this guy is going to be in it. Interesting setting there. And once again, pay attention to these things right here on everybody's head. I'm not sure what those are just quite yet. There's Graham taking a look. And I believe that was all of it. Okay, so, it's hard to believe we waited so long and now we're at the series finale. Jodie Whittaker confirms return for Doctor Who Series 12, and this is an exclusive put out by Hollywood Reporter. The first female Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker, will be returning for another season. While it was largely presumed that Whittaker wouldn't be handing over her sonic screwdriver anytime soon, the typically tight-lipped BBC hadn't yet confirmed who would be playing Doctor Who for Season 12 of the sci-fi cult series, and there was always the chance she could go the way of Christopher Eccleston, who managed just one stint at the Time Lord. And she goes, I really can't wait to step back in and get to work again. She told the Hollywood Reporter, it's such an incredible role. It's been an extraordinary journey so far, and I'm not quite ready to hand it over yet. So as far as being a rumor, it isn't. It's right here in the Hollywood Reporter, and I would have to say they are quite reputable. So Jodie Whittaker, yes, confirmed for Series 12 for you folks who are wondering. Okay, Doctor Who saw a huge ratings jump thanks to Jodie Whittaker, and this is over in Vanity Fair. And they said a move from Saturdays to Sundays probably did not hurt either. So it's a very interesting conundrum. A lot of the guys running around are saying the only reason the numbers are high is because of the move to Sunday. The move to Sunday was a big freaking gamble. We're talking BFG 9,000 here. Big freaking gamble. It really was. So, in fact, according to Vulture, Whittaker's first season in the role of 13th Doctor has garnered more American viewers than those of former Time Lords Matt Smith, David Tennant, and Chris Eccleston. So, if you want to give this a little watch around, little read for yourself, here it is. Like I said, it's not huge, just a main little piece there. Okay, this is the one that has everybody throwing up their arms and going, "Oh, Lordy, what have you done to us now?" Over on Bleeding Cool, they are theorizing that the Christmas Day special was rescheduled to New Year's Day, so that way there would be something in 2019 Doctor Who airing. So it says right here, it's so that the production team won't have an entire year with no New Who. I don't know what is going on here. By dint of having an episode air on January 1st, 2019, because there's no guarantee they'll have a Christmas special for 2019 either. Instead, I have been told to expect the 12th series of the BBC science fiction show to air in January 2020 at the earliest. Reasons given mostly revolve around production delays. Once again, from what I've been told, and like I said, I don't want to contradict Bleeding Cool because they don't have a bad track record. But at the same time, the guys like the wardrobe designer and all that, he's been pre-production since beginning of November, as far as we know, like first couple of weeks, first week or two. Now, we've already seen set building going on in Caerwent, and I've already had 2 or 3 people approach me and say, yes, they are going to start filming in January. Now, if they are going to start filming in January, there is no reason on this planet they cannot have the first 3/4, if not almost all of this season filmed by the time October rolls around. And then what you do is you finish filming while the other shows are airing, and you run them through pre-production just in time to air when they're allotted. They've done this kind of thing before, so I don't know what the panic is unless there's something going on we do not know about. Once again, keep your eyes and your earballs open. I want to wait for something from the BBC, which, by the way, I figure if that's true, they'll announce it somewhere around August, September. Okay, moving forward. That's just how the BBC are. They put shit off. I thought I was a procrastinator. Hell, Resolution, that's right. It's now confirmed that, so far that the name for the Doctor's New Year's Day special has been revealed as, Resolution. Now, the hour-long special will be broadcast at 7 p.m. on BBC One, nestling between the news and EastEnders, and will be on Against Emmerdale on ITV. So, just to repeat a synopsis, once again, this is the, publicity photo that they should not have put out, and there's a reason why. Because right here in plain sight, you've got all 3 of your companions still alive and well. Kind of kills the tension for the upcoming finale tomorrow, don't it? Because they're going to all walk out of it unscathed, at least according to this. Well, and once again, there's the 82 American dollar scarf. All right, moving on. New Year's special due filming photos support the Dalek rumor. And what they're going back through here is, if you scan down, all right, you can't really base it off that. How are they calling this anything resembling a Dalek? But I do remember this sign, and that it never came into play, as far as I remember. If you've seen it in any of the filming or we've seen so far, good on you, because I was kind of looking out for it, never saw it. So I'm assuming this has something to do with New Year's Day. But here's another scene we've not seen with these guys in the car. And like I said, there's nothing really spoiler here because we have no idea who's in the car, why they're in the car. Like I said, I won't even click on the video, even though the audio is crappy. I remember this one. But what they're theorizing is, I remember this very clearly. When they were filming here, I believe this is Park Hill Flats. There was this tent structure standing next to the TARDIS the whole time. Now, a lot of us assumed that was a dressing or some kind of like mini changing area. But, and here's a clearer picture of it, what if? What if there are Daleks in that special and this is where they hid them? But here's the key thing. I was not there that day, so unless they sent guys around to every single building and made sure nobody had a camera, I think if the Daleks had shown up in this big of a public area, someone would have noticed. But, they have their ways of getting around that. And once again, there's that structure we were talking about right there. So, who knows? Like I said, it could be that's where they were hiding them. But like I said, I'd really like to know where, how they got the public out of the area, unless they ran everybody out of town before the cameras started rolling. This week's edition of the Radio Times is the latest in the year's issues to showcase Doctor Who, making it the 4th time in 6 months that Jodie Whittaker has graced the front cover. Unlike in previous years, however, it isn't the Doctor's Christmas adventure being previewed. It's, of course, the New Year's Day outing. And here you go. Matter of fact, here's some nice shots of the covers right here. So, wham, bam, here you go. Ex-Doctor Who star Peter Davison says 3 companions is too many. Now, remember, there was a bunch of people out there, this cabal of morons, who attacked Peter Davison for no good reason because he simply stated his opinion. And that's become a really bad habit out here in the Doctor Who community, where people just start going off on one another for having varying opinions. I don't know why. It's just, why are you trying to change their mind if they don't want to be changed? But that's just me, Now, of course, Davison has experience with this, remember, because he traveled with 3 companions when he first started out. This guy, that lady, and that person. I'm kidding. That's Matthew Waterhouse, Janet Fielding, and, of course, Sarah Sutton, respectively. Now, who, of course, played Adric, Tegan, and Nyssa. And they did have a lot of trouble with it. And I remember because there was even an episode, I believe it was Kinda, where they had Nyssa suddenly going off to have E-Wave, whatever wave it was, sleep, because they didn't have anything for her to do in the damn show. So while she was in the TARDIS taking a big cyber nap or whatever it was, everything was revolving around these 2. And I think that might be part of the problem with why people are having a tough time with Series 11. And that may be why it's contributing to the, lack of oomph factor. Maybe they're focusing too much on character development because you've got too many characters. As they say, too many cooks can spoil the broth. But, all right, we'll have to wait and see moving forward. all 8 failed attempts to make a Doctor Who movie. I saw it out here the other day again, and I thought, there's been talks of a movie going around forever. So I figured, why not? I'll just throw it in this way. If you want to go look it up, you can. All right. So it's not really anything big. I just threw it in as a trivia piece because somebody put it up the other day. So, wham. All right. Doctor Who's Cybermen took over Birmingham, and this is a nice little thing for when they were opening up, I believe, the escape rooms. And there's a nice little piece of video footage and all that right here if you want to go take a look at it. All right, why David Tennant is the greatest actor of our age. And this is a nice little piece here. And David Tennant really is an amazing actor. You have to hand it to him. He really pulled off the Doctor well. I really enjoyed him as the Purple Man and Jessica Jones. The way he turned that character, he actually made you kind of care for him. So, all right, moving forward, off the rails. This is something that hit the Daily Mail today. Now, apparently, that Chris Eccleston, this was yesterday, but I only got a chance to put up today, that apparently that Chris Eccleston had, shall we say, an altercation on a train. And once again, the guy is 54. He's going through a lot. He's on his way to a stage production. I leave it up to you. I'm not going to judge the poor guy off a bad day, but, they do kind of make it sound rough. So I'll leave it up to you if you want to read this one. All right, speculation bingo. I always get a kick out of these because you'll print out your card, sit down, and this is the season 11 finale bingo card. Please. I just threw it in as a joke. I really enjoyed it. Okay. Now, sorry, I skipped over. Now, as you know, we've had a big division in the community ever since Jodie Whittaker was announced. Plus, now you've got people running around saying the sky is falling, the ratings are dipping, and all that. Listen to this interview. I'm not kidding. Hang on past the first half hour or so. Well, after the first 20 minutes or so, just hang in there. I turned this on earlier today and I couldn't turn it off because the interviewer is just basically telling this guy the facts of the matter. And then you have somebody who's sitting there saying, well, I know for a fact this, I know for a fact that. And he's basically stating opinion as fact. We have a lot of that going on right now. And I just love the way the interviewer stays level-headed throughout the whole thing and just slowly tears the argument to pieces with facts. So, like I said, no matter what side of the agenda you're on, please listen to this, okay? I'm going to leave a link for you in the description box. And Candy Jar Online Advent Calendar. Now, as y'all know, I've been following, reporting stuff for Candy Jar books. So every day until the 25th, Candy Jar will be giving away standalone short stories, book samples, wallpapers, and more, completely free items. So far include the Lethbridge Stewart short story collection, The Christmas Files, a Cardiff Comic-Con chapter for the children's book, The Book Spy, and the Lucy Wilson Mysteries wallpaper, all right here. So if you're interested in all that, bam, 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 here's all the info you need to go find it. Subscribers to the Candy Jar newsletter will receive daily updates containing the latest editions, but the calendar is available to everyone from the Candy Jar Books website. All right, so there you go. And I believe one of these we already covered. Yeah, I did. Comic book art auction that started today. I'm very sorry. Like I said, I was going to do a report last night, but I literally conked out at the computer while I was writing the next chapter of the next chapter of What Lies Beneath. So I'm almost got that script done. I want to try to get it out sometime this weekend, so that way everybody can get their lines in. I can try to edit together and put one together before Christmas. If not, it'll definitely be out before New Year's, hopefully. All right. So Charity in Liverpool was auctioning off 30 pieces of original comic art, including Doctor-related items. And there you go. Here's all the info if you want to look into it. The auctions are on eBay from starting today if you're interested in this. So if this is your kind of thing, bam, here you go. Okay, so a lot of madness going around right now, like I said before. And it's just weird that, fans are on, sometimes at each other's throats literally over a television show. I know it's a television show we're all passionate about and that we all truly, really love. But sometimes people just fly off the handle over the silliest little things. And, All I can say, folks, is take a deep breath, relax, and remember, it's just a show. It really is. You know, I know some people are thinking blasphemer, but that's the truth. Don't let it dominate your life, but learn from it. You know, keep a level head. That's the best thing you can do. Well, until tomorrow, everybody, the Omega Files. Everybody take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your night. See you on the flip side, kiddies.